What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How you doing, YouTube? I got told about ESPN, man. Everybody's talking about it. ESPN is losing subscribers, and people don't know what to make of it. It's a combination of things. Like, one, people aren't running out to get cable anymore. You know what I mean? People are cutting the cord, if you will. I've cut the cord several times. Currently, cord is cut. There's no need for it, man. If you got internet, I don't know what you need to have cable. Like, you get your Hulu or Netflix, you good. You know what I'm saying? Until they need to come up with ESPN needs to come up with a stream service that doesn't involve fucking cable fucking subscription. You know what I'm saying? That's just going to be the death of it, to be honest with you. That's the biggest thing. But on the other hand, there's a smaller part that's actually adding to it, and that's why driving people not to even care about it, like, is them infusing liberal politics with sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't tune into sports to get their liberal talking points. You know what I mean? They don't tune into sports to hear politics, to be honest with you. You can say whatever you want. They don't. They want to see competition. They want to see nig-nogs run across the field and chase each other, hit each other. They want to see hockey players punch each other out. You know what I mean? They want to see sports. They want to see competition. They want to see sports is entertainment. It's an escape from reality. You know what I'm saying? And what ESPN has done, if you haven't noticed, if you will, that they become more the liberal talking point, the think pieces, anything that the elites want to change in society. They can't do it on the regular television shows. You know what I'm saying? They're hitting up sports as well. You know what I'm saying? Like the Caitlyn Jenner thing. That was probably, I think, the tipping point. Like, I think people were turned off from ESPN, but that took the cake, man. When they gave Caitlyn Jenner, aka Bruce Jenner, aka Transformer, the courageous athlete of the year, whatever the hell they gave him, like, people were like, "Come on, man! Like, let's stop being absurd here." Like, regardless what you think about transgender people, and personally, to me, it's a mental illness. I don't care what you say. I'm not hearing this saying people have been in my mentions for. I posted this meme, and I didn't even think the meme was this offensive, and they've been in my mentions for 4 days. This lady dresses up as a pirate. Says just because she dresses up pirate doesn't mean it's a pirate. Dresses up as Russell Wilson doesn't mean she's Russell Wilson. Then puts a dress on there. Said just because man dresses in a dress doesn't make him a woman. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was a problem. These people have been in my mentions for days talking about, and they're just doing nothing but proving the person's point. Yeah, dress doesn't mean anything. Well, that's what we're saying. You shines. But anyway, whatever I got off track. But whatever you feel about transgenderism, I think the people just need some help. But for the courage, they're trying to say this is courage. I mean, what is courageous about it? You get television deals, you get book deals, you get TV shows. What was the courageousness about it? I can see if it was a regular person and was going through that, but a person that's been in the limelight for the majority of their adult career and had to have been planning this for at least a good 10 years. You know what I mean? We're going to go back to the Simpsons episode when years back. It's not like he just planned this the day before, and you know what I mean? He'd been planning this. There's nothing crazy about it. It wasn't nothing sports. It wasn't even sports related. He hasn't been involved in sports in the longest. And they're going to trot him out there on their ESPN award show, the ESPYs, and making this fake awards and everybody clapping and people showing their faces and make sure people ain't looking funny, because you know they look funny then you're gonna get blackballed. Nobody's trying to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how the elites are using ESPN to push their transgender agenda forward. And you can't, and no matter what you say, if you're for or against it, you have to admit it is an agenda nowadays. Like, somebody just tweeted out there's been four transgender deaths in the last 5 days, and called it a genocide. And nobody's calling that person out on that. It's an agenda. Because you call her out on it. Like, come on, man. There's, like, how many people died in Chicago in the last month? Nobody's calling that out genocide. It far outweighs the 4 people that died there. But see, this is how the elites are using ESPN, and people are tired of it. That's why people are turning off of ESPN. People just want to see sports. They just want to see competition. They're not trying to see these politics be bragging about, and you forced to watch it. You're trying to just catch some sports, man. Nobody's trying to watch that junk, man. They need some filler stuff. They need to go back to where they just had all types of sports and even know how, you know what I mean, that just have like curling and shit like that, you know what I mean, in the off hours. Now they got a million shows, but all these million shows like the Bomani Jones and all that, they're just leftists, out of control leftists at that, outright commies at that. That's another example I got for you guys and girls. I don't want to be misogynist, guys and girls. Candace Wiggins. Now, she was a basketball player, WNBA, quit. She was a high-level draft pick. Hung up her sneakers. And one of the reasons she said she hung up her sneakers because she said she was being harassed. Why was she harassed, Uncle Hotep? Why was she harassed? She was harassed. She said she was harassed for being a straight athlete. She said the lesbians in WNBA was harassing her, bullying her when she was a straight athlete. I guess they was trying to get that thing. But see, that's a sports story. ESPN covered it. They doubted her whole story. She said, no, nobody believed it. They bully shamed her. They said she was out there, they victim shamed her. They said she was out there lying. Then they had nerve they waited a couple days for the director of the WNBA to get her story together. They got a couple athletes on WNBA. All of them denied the story. All of them said that I never seen any of that happen. Like, if you're a sports channel, you're supposed to investigate that stuff. You could probably find somebody off the record or on the record, or even interview her. They didn't even do that to co-sign her story. No, they found everybody to not co-sign her story. Well, maybe she's lying, Uncle Hotep. Listen, I talk about this message board, the Kali. Go to the Kali. THECOLI.com. It's a message forum, hip hop message forum. And in that forum, there's a board called the Coliseum. And after that story broke, everybody was talking about it, and everybody was accusing ESPN of covering it up because, of course, there can't be any bullying straight women. That can't happen. You know what I mean? There's no way the lesbians on WNBA are bullying this woman. Listen, go to the forum. There was a post down the forum. I swear to you, no less than 5 or 6 women said they experienced the same thing playing women's basketball in college. High school and college, they said it was the same thing. Now they got a rape culture in the WNBA. God damn it. Is there enough to say? Jesus Christ, it's terrible, isn't it? Now, if you can go on a message board and find people that will co-sign the message that Candace Wiggins was saying, why couldn't ESPN? You know why? Because that goes against the agenda. You know the elites have it out. This is crazy. This is why ESPN is losing subscribers. It's partly because people are cutting the cord. And it also, along with cutting the cord, what I think probably is another reason people cut the cord is because nobody wants to hear this liberal love fest on ESPN. People are tired of it. It's that simple. You gotta call it straight. You know what I mean? All them people they were covering, Colin Kaepernick, Colin X, kneeling on the field. Then they were showing. They even. What was I doing one night, man? I got caught up in the Colin X sweepstakes and Colin X. I wanted to see what happened. I had ESPN on. They cut to the game to see if he was kneeling down or not. I'm like, what kind of fuck shit is this, man? Like, nobody's trying to hear that, man. Just show the sports, man. That's all ESPN. If ESPN wants to get their subscribers back, get back to the basics. Now, Disney is about to sell you. They might think about selling y'all because y'all losing Disney money. That might be your best bet. Disney get rid of y'all, then y'all can go hope somebody real buy it. Y'all can get back to keeping it real. Going back to the Stuart Scott days. The Chris Berman back. You know what I mean? The Tom Jacksons. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go back to keeping it real about sports, and that's all people want to hear. They go to sports for an escape from this bullshit. They don't want to go to sports and hear the same bullshit they're hearing everywhere else in the newspaper. You can't hide from it. The elites got the people fucked up. I'm sorry, I keep cursing. Somebody left a comment and said, watch the language, man. I got to remind me of something. Watch the language. But elites got people messed up. Because you can't turn MTV, ESPN, you know what I'm saying? Regular network TV. It's a conspiracy. Oh my gosh. But anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. I just had to give my take on ESPN, and hopefully they get it together. Maybe somebody will subscribe to them subscribe to ESPN again. Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. Peace.